All right, so are you ready to get those legs pumping? Today, we are diving deep into the world of indoor cycling class design.
Ooh, yes.
If you've ever been curious about what goes into making those super high energy classes, well, you are in the right place because it turns out
Yeah.
there's a lot more to it than just throwing on some pump up music and yelling, pedal faster.
Right.
But don't worry, we have got an absolute legend instructor with us today to break it all down.
Oh, yeah. We're talking over 30 years of experience. Get this, over 10,000 classes taught.
Oh my goodness.
This instructor has seen it all. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, from the super early days of indoor cycling to all of the like tech heavy classes that we see now.
Right.
And the fascinating thing is they have developed this sort of, I don't know, what I call it like a magical formula for how to structure a class
Yeah.
that just keeps writers hooked. It's this amazing blend of science and art.
Okay, you have officially intrigued me.
Good.
Now, I have taken my fair share of spin classes, but I will fully admit I never really thought about how they came to be.
Right.
Where do we even begin this journey?
Well, we really got to go back, way back to the late 80s,
Okay.
to the birth of indoor cycling as we know it.
Okay.
It all started with this guy, Johnny G, Johnny G,
Yeah.
who had this vision of bringing that outdoor cycling experience indoors.
Okay.
So picture this. Dark room, stationary bikes,
Okay.
and there's no fancy data displays or anything like that. It's just the instructor's voice guiding you through these imaginary hills and sprints.
Wait, so no cadence meters, no power meters, nothing.
Nothing. Nope.
That's wild. How did writers even know if they were working hard enough?
It was all about feeling, pure and simple. You gauged your effort just based on how you felt, right?
Oh, okay.
No distractions, no data, just you, the bike, and the instructor's voice pushing you to dig deeper.
Wow.
Instructors back then were kind of like storytellers,
Oh.
painting a picture with their words. So imagine like they'd be saying, feel the wind on your face as we climb this hill, push through the burn.
Yeah.
And that immersive experience is what early writers loved.
You know what? I think I would really enjoy that. No pressure to hit certain numbers, just focusing on the feel of the ride.
Yeah,
But technology did eventually enter the picture, right?
of course.
How did that change things?
Well, now imagine that same intense experience, but add in data. That's when things got really interesting. So, like cadence meters came along first,
Mm-hmm.
and that let writers track their RPMs.
Okay.
Then came power meters, and they quantified effort, like literally put a number on it. And then those big group displays start popping up everywhere. You know the ones I'm talking about,
Yes.
showing everyone's stats in real time for everyone to see. It was revolutionary.
It sounds like data-driven fitness heaven.
It was.
But is that when the instructor's role started to kind of fade? Did those screens take over?
Not at all. I mean, look, while technology does offer valuable insights, a truly great class still hinges on the instructor.
Right.
I mean, they're the ones who weave all those data points into a compelling journey, using their coaching, music, and visualization to create an experience that goes way beyond just numbers on a screen.
You know, I've always wondered how instructors plan out those classes. Is it like writing a song, like building to a climax,
Uh-huh.
or more like choreographing a dance, every movement planned out?
It's actually kind of a bit of both.
Yeah.
Our veteran instructor has this core philosophy they use for structuring a class,
Okay.
what they call the 3-song journey and 1-song recovery.
Okay.
This formula is all about creating a progressive journey, balancing effort and recovery to keep riders engaged and challenged without burning out.
Okay, I'm hooked.
Good.
Tell me more about this 3-song journey. Is this the secret sauce behind those killer classes?
You could say that. It's a fascinating approach, and we will dive into it right after this break.
Nice. Okay, you've really built this up. Break down this 3-song journey for me. How does this formula actually work in a class?
So picture this. Each 3-song set is like a chapter in the overall story of the class.
Okay.
The first song, that's like setting the stage.
Yeah.
It starts at a moderate pace, lets riders find their groove, warm up those muscles.
Okay.
They give it like a gentle climb, get that blood pumping.
Okay, I'm feeling the vibe, setting the scene, easing into the effort.
Mhm.
What happens next?
Then, as that second song kicks in, things start to heat up a bit.
Okay.
The instructor might cue a seated climb, add a little resistance, encourage the riders to push a little harder. Imagine the music building, mirroring that rising intensity. They'll use their voice, maybe even throw in some motivational phrases to keep you going.
Yeah.
This is where you start to dig a little deeper, test those limits.
Oh, yeah. I can feel the burn just thinking about it. So we're building tension, pushing those boundaries. What's the final song in this three-song journey like?
This is where things get really exciting. The third song is the climax, the peak of that metaphorical mountain. The instructor might incorporate sprints, jumps, even a standing climb to really challenge riders physically and mentally. The music here is probably going to be high energy, driving you to give it your all.
Wow, it's like a carefully choreographed dance between, pushing your limits and riding to the beat. So we've climbed that mountain, we've conquered the challenge. What happens then?
Then comes the reward. The much-needed recovery.
Hmm.
The fourth song brings the intensity down, music shifts to a more relaxed vibe, and the riders get a chance to catch their breath and prepare for the next journey.
Okay, I'm seeing how the structure works. 3 songs up, 1 song down, like a wave ebbing and flowing.
Exact.
Is the 3-song journey really that revolutionary, though? Couldn't any instructor just vary intensity over time?
Yeah, it's a fair question, but what sets this apart is the intentionality behind it. You see, this formula provides a framework, a blueprint that can be customized to create endless possibilities. So you could have a high-energy, party-style ride one day, and then a more endurance-focused session the next, all while keeping that core structure. It's like having a secret weapon that ensures a balanced and engaging class every single time.
So it's about having a solid foundation, a structure that allows for both consistency and creativity. Now, does our veteran instructor ever deviate from this formula? There's got to be some room for improvisation, right?
Of course, of course. As with any art form, there's always room for a little improvisation, a little experimentation. But this instructor emphasizes that the three-song journey has delivered results consistently. It keeps riders engaged, challenged, and coming back for more. They've seen firsthand how this structure can transform a good class into a truly great one.
It makes you wonder if there's a deeper connection here between the music, the movement, and the way our brains respond to this structured intensity. It's like our bodies are craving those peaks and valleys, those moments of exertion and recovery.
What's fascinating is you might be onto something. Research has shown that interval training, like what we see in the three-song journey, can be incredibly effective for improving cardiovascular fitness and burning calories. Perhaps this structure taps into our body's natural rhythms in a way that other workout formats don't.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. I've always approached my workouts in a more, random way.
Yeah.
But this structured approach has me rethinking things.
You see, that's the beauty of learning from experts like this instructor.
Yeah.
They've spent years refining their craft, figuring out what works and why.
And for our listener, it's about applying these insights to their own fitness routine.
Exactly.
Whether they're a seasoned cyclist or just starting out, understanding the intention behind the structure can make a huge difference in their experience.
Exactly. When you understand the why behind the workout, you're more likely to connect with it on a deeper level and achieve your fitness goals.
Right.
But it's not just about achieving goals, is it?
You're right. It's also about enjoying the process. Finding a workout that feels more like, a dance party than a chore.
Speaking of dance parties, maybe it's time we shifted gears and talked about the role of music in these classes.
I've always been so fascinated by how music can just completely transform a workout.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it just taps into this primal energy, pushing you to work harder and move faster and just feel more alive. I bet our veteran instructor has some serious DJ skills.
Oh, they actually do. Music is like a huge part of their class design philosophy. They believe that the right playlist can elevate a good class to an unforgettable experience. And it's not just about picking, songs with a fast beat.
Right.
It's about creating an emotional arc that mirrors the physical journey of the class.
So it's like a soundtrack to the workout, matching the energy of the music to the intensity of the ride.
Exactly. The first few songs might be more upbeat and motivational to kind of get you warmed up and in the zone. And then as the intensity builds, the music might shift to something more powerful and driving, helping you push through those challenging climbs and sprints. And then during the recovery, the music softens, creates a sense of calm, allows you to reset for the next push.
I can totally see how that would work. It's like the music is telling a story alongside the instructor's cues and the physical sensations of the ride. Do they ever take requests? Because I have a few 80s power ballads in mind that would be perfect for a tough climb.
I'm sure they're always open to suggestions. But in all seriousness, this instructor stresses the importance of choosing music that resonates with the riders and enhances the overall theme of the class. It's about creating a shared experience, a sense of community through the power of music.
That's a really beautiful way to think about it. It's not just about burning calories, it's about connecting with others who share a passion for fitness and music. Okay, I have to ask, are there any downsides to this three-song journey approach? Is there anything our listeners should be aware of before hopping on that bike?
That's a great question, and it brings up an important point. What works for one person might not work for everyone.
Right.
While the three-song journey can be incredibly effective, it's important to listen to your body and adjust the intensity as needed. It's also crucial to find an instructor whose teaching style and music choices align with your preferences.
That's a good reminder for our listener. It's all about finding that perfect fit, an instructor who inspires you, and a class format that challenges you in a way that you enjoy. This deep dive has been so insightful. We've gone from the humble beginnings of indoor cycling with Johnny G's vision to the nuanced strategies of a seasoned instructor who's turned class design into an art form.
And what's really fascinating is that the principles we've discussed today, this blend of structured intensity, mindful recovery, and the power of music, can be applied to any form of exercise.
You're absolutely right. Whether you're a runner, a swimmer, a weightlifter, or a yogi, understanding these concepts can help you design a more effective and enjoyable workout routine. So, for our listener who's been soaking up all this knowledge, I want to leave you with a challenge.
Oh, I love it. What's the challenge?
Think about your own fitness routine. How can you incorporate the three-song journey concept into your workouts? Maybe it's about creating intervals of increasing intensity followed by periods of active recovery. Or perhaps it's about simply being more mindful of your body's signals and allowing for adequate rest between those hard efforts.
And don't forget the power of music. Curate a playlist that motivates you, energizes you, and helps you push through those tough moments.
Exactly. It's about finding what works for you, experimenting, and having fun along the way. This has been such an eye-opening deep dive into the world of indoor cycling class design.
It's been a pleasure exploring this topic with you. Hopefully, our listener is feeling inspired to take their fitness journey to the next level.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep exploring, keep moving, and keep that balance between effort and ease in mind.